welcome. My name is Natalie Rosenbaum. I'm a second year dietetic student here at Bastyr University. I also have 5 kids, so I've done a lot of cooking in my life, mostly home cooking though. Today we're gonna make for you shashooka. And it's a great versatile dish. You can have it for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. So first we're gonna start with a really hot cast iron skillet, about 8 to 10 inches, and we're gonna heat it up to a medium-high heat. Okay, when that is ready, we're gonna add 3 tablespoons of olive oil. We're gonna let that warm up a little bit before we add in our peppers and onions.
How long would you let it set?
I'd probably let it set about a minute, maybe a little bit shorter, depending on how hot your pan is when you start.
Okay.
Okay, I think it's ready.
I think while it's heating up, I'm going to tell everybody about this book. So this recipe that Natalie is cooking today is from one of the Bastyr cookbooks, and this cookbook is a treasure. It has so many recipes in it, but today we're cooking the cover recipe.
All right, I think the oil's pretty much heated up to a good temperature, so I'm going to go ahead and add in my peppers and onions. And you want to let those cook down for about 10 minutes. You're going to give it a quick stir with a little bit of salt, about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And we're going to give that a good stir to let that oil kind of mix in with those peppers and onions.
So how long do you think that's going to take to cook down?
Well, you want the onions to be translucent, so I would give it about 10 minutes, maybe a little less.
Okay. And do you care if it's all exact measurements? Because the recipe calls for like 1 large onion. Do you care? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter. If you like more onion, put more onion. If you like more pepper, put more pepper. Okay. Really, it's so versatile. You can put in the vegetables that you want.
Okay. Because I really like cumin, so I'm excited for that.
Okay.
Okay, so let's let that cook down, and then what do you do after that cooks down?
When this cooks down, you're going to add your tomatoes and then your spice mix. So we've got cumin and sweet paprika and a little cayenne pepper.
Okay, and what do you got going on here?
So we wanted to reuse all of the Swiss chard that we're going to use today in our recipe. So we're doing a little quick pickle. We added some water and then the ribs of the Swiss chard and some agave syrup and some salt. And we're going to let those boil down and use it as a little pickle.
I can't wait to try that. Looks like it's just going to sit here. So you've already simmered it, right?
Yeah, it's been simmering for a good 15 minutes or so.
Okay. Okay, great. Okay, so what are we going to do with these? Looks like we've got some delicious Swiss chard here.
Yeah, so we've got some Swiss chard here. We've got about 2 bunches, and we have chopped it into kind of a rough chop. And after the onions cook down, we will add the Swiss chard, and then we'll mix it really well and let those cook for like 2 to 3 minutes before we add in our tomatoes and spice mixture and honey and the rest of the salt and pepper.
Awesome. Okay, so do you want to tell us about these little treasures here, what we have?
Oh, we have for you today a duck egg. Yes, and we also have 6 farm fresh eggs. And since they're right from the farm, if you get farm fresh eggs, you want to wash them before you use them. So we're going to add at the end, make a little nest in our shashooka. We're going to put the duck egg in the center and then do the hen eggs around the side. And it'll look so beautiful when it's done.
Nice. And so, what are we going to garnish it with?
We will top it off with some chopped parsley. But if parsley's not your thing, you can also use different herbs like cilantro or even rosemary, really whatever you like.
Okay, that sounds good. Okay, so we've got this is your garnish then?
Yes, this is our garnish, some
Okay.
rough chopped parsley.
Okay. And then looks like we've got pepper for something.
We've got salt and pepper that'll go at the end.
Okay, great. Okay, well, I'm gonna let you cook that, and we're gonna go see what Daisy's doing. Daisy has an amazing recipe as well, and so we're gonna see what Daisy's got going, and then we'll come back to Natalie.
Okay.